Today's topic is on medical terminology. What is the purpose of learning medical terminology? Is to develop ability to read and understand medical record and medical literature, which means all the words which are there in the medical society is only on medical terms and not the terms which are using in our day-to-day life. It is totally different from the language, that is English, which we are using in our day-to-day life. So we have to learn medical. What is the main purpose why we have to learn medical terminology is to read and understand the medical record. So the patient record what we are maintaining is full of medical terminology only. Without knowing medical terms, we cannot understand what is written in a medical record. So it is mainly useful for understanding the medical record and medical language, means medical literature, to assist the students in writing terms correctly when abstracting medical materials and taking dictation. So if without knowing or without learning medical terminology we cannot write the terms, it will be very difficult for us to understand or abstract, or it will be very difficult to learn language, the medical language, without learning it. So sense of correctness and detection errors. Without learning we cannot correct one's mistake. Like, if for example, if the medical record taken is observed by a medical record officer or someone who is observing a medical record, if there is any mistake in the medical record, without knowing it we cannot correct the medical terminology. So it is need or necessary to correct the medical errors which is there in the medical record, or while finding deficiencies we should know the medical terminology to correct or to find out errors. Understand standard medical abbreviations, means abbreviations in the sense what and all abbreviations, like cardiovascular accident or whatever it is, or UTI means urinary tract infection, or upper respiratory tract infection, or polycystic ovary disease. Whatever we learn, we should know the abbreviation. Without abbreviations there won't be a single chart. If you take a medical record of a patient, there will be more medical abbreviations. So the patient, means if the doctor is writing, he cannot be writing all the terms explained in detail. So there are many abbreviations to be learned in medical records. And understand relationship between medical terms and their synonyms in common language, means medical terms, there are medical terms and their synonyms in the sense their meaning. So if a term is there, means we should know the meaning of the term. So we have to learn the medical terminology. Ability to spell medical words. For example, we cannot spell a word or dictate a word wrongly. If a medical terminology word is there in a record, we should pronounce it, we should be able to pronounce it correctly. In the sense, terminology, termino means word, ology means study. So every terminology, every single word in a terminology has a meaning. And next we are going to see about the objectives and values of medical terminology. Medical terminology is a professional language those who are directly or indirectly engaged in the art of healing. So whoever is working in the art of healing, who is working in a hospital atmosphere, so they should know, even they may be clinically dealing with the patients or non-clinical staffs, everyone should know the medical terminology and medical terms which enables them to analyze words according to their meaning. We should know the medical terms according to their meaning and not just like that. The next thing is the study of medical terms goes around system wise, symptomatic, diagnostic, provide therapeutic and other systems also. So it not only shows about the diagnostics, it also shows about the therapeutic services, diagnostic services. It also has basic prefix. It, like how we are learning English from ABCD, this terminology is also has some learning basic concepts such as prefix, suffix and roots, etc. So some of the basic concepts of medical terminology here we are going to see is most of the medical terms are from German and French, like Greek and Latin, and some modern words are adopted from German and French, and there is no English. All the medical terms are derived from the Greek and Latin languages. The Greek word staphyle means bunch of grapes, and it is combination with cocci. So cocci means some type of bacteria which is developed as a group. So it looks like grape like structure, where the grape looks in a group of the grapefruit looks like bunch. So they compare with the fruit with the bacteria. So the Greek word staphyle means bunch of grapes. So instead of cocci they will use staphylococci. You can understand, I think, like staphylococci. The staphyle means Greek. Cocci, which appears as bunch of grapes. So the Greek word staphyle means bunch of grapes, and it's combination of cocci. The pronunciation of medical terms follows no rigid rule. Example, appendectomy. The term is appendectomy, and what or how do we analyze the term appendectomy? Append means end. The appendicitis actually it appears in the end of the rectum, like, right? So the appendectomy means end, append means end, and ectomy means removal, where the end of the rectum is removed. So it is called as appendectomy. So what is the definition of appendectomy? Is removal of appendix. The term itself derives the definition. So from where does the medical terminology arises? These words are mostly anatomical terms. So marrow means it is derived from the Latin word medulla oblongata. So marrow means lowest part of the brain. Myelose means bone marrow. Itis means inflammation. So myle means marrow and itis means inflammation. So it is considered as myelitis. Inflammation of the marrow, or inflammation includes heat in any part of the body with redness and pain. And so itis means inflammation. What is the meaning of inflammation? Inflammation includes heat in any part of the body with redness, pain and swelling. So the bone marrow, if the bone marrow gets inflamed, the term is called myelitis. They doesn't explain its marrow inflammation, so they give a term called myelitis. Compound word. It can be used when two roots are used to build the one word. So if two words are there, and in the middle, if they want to combine the two words together, they will use a compound word in between. Example, speedometer. The O is used to combine speed and meter, so it is called speedometer. Microscope. Micro means small, scope means examination. So small particles can be examined. That particular word is combined with a compound word O, so it is considered as microscope. Thermometer. So therm means heat, meter means that is also a type of like measurement. So the heat measurement is combined with the word O, compound word O, so it is called thermometer. So every word has a prefix, suffix and a word root. What does mean by suffix? The end that follows a word. If a word is there and the end part of the word is called suffix. Prefix means pre. Before the word pre, fix means fixation. So before the root word there will be a word. There will be some fixation, means putting another part before it. The foundation of the word root, the main word is called the word root. Living derivation of words. Some of the terms are derived from some important words like living creatures, colors, numbers, everything. So we are going to see one by one. Living creatures. Living creatures are crab. Crab means carcinoma, a malignant cell. Lupus means wolf, appearance of redness in the skin. Means Lupus means wolf. So like wolf-like appearance. Some of the skin diseases will their faces will appear like wolf. So they define it as lupus. Some of the vertebral diseases are derived from the word cauda equina, means horse tail. So it looks like the brain and the spinal cord is connected, right? And vertebral column it ends in the pelvic cavity, so that is called horse tail. Worms means worm like structure. Some organisms which looks like worm like structure, so it is called worms. Fruits, some of the cycone, fig like fruit, inflammation of hair follicles. Fig like fruit, how the fig fruit appears, that type in the same time the hair follicles will also apply. If the hair follicles get inflamed, it look like the fig fruit, so they derived from the word cycone. Staphyle means grapes, as I have explained it already in staphyle grapes, that is cockeye. Nux means nuts, that is nucleus, which appears as a nut in the center, so it is called nucleus. Hodium means barley, it is a cereal, so that type is compared to eyelids. What are some of the musical instruments which is derived from the words of buccinator means trumpet, where the buccinator muscles we use, no, while we blow a trumpet, both of the muscles which is there, which lies at the side of a mouth, will blow, so it will become like a balloon when we blow a trumpet. So that muscle is called buccinator muscle. Flute pipe is compared to salpinx, and eardrum is compared to tympanus, which is, eardrum means when the sound which, when some of the sound waves which touch the eardrum only we can able to hear this, we can sense the ear, no, so it is compared to as tympanus. Some of the weapons which is derived from the medical words are xiphos means sword, which the rib, that particular kind of rib looks like a sword. And thyros means shield, the thyroid glands look like a shield which is used as a weapon for fighting or for the war we use. Thorax means breastplate, so that breastplate looks like a thorax. And toxicon means poison. Toxic means we already know, it is like toxic is almost poison. Nausea means vomiting. Nause means vomiting. Nausea means vomiting sensation. Some of the household utensils which are used in the medical terms are pylos, means which looks like a basin. Our hip part looks like a basin, so this pylos is compared to basin, which is called the hip pelvic cavity. And another one is patella, which is patella, it is like cup like structure, no, so it is compared to the knee bone. Some of the colors, blue means cyanos, brown means it is cirrhosis of liver, the liver color, when the liver attends the cirrhosis, or some of the, if the liver is affected, some of the virus or bacterial infection, it becomes brown in color, so the liver cirrhosis is compared to brown color. Blue color means cyanosis, when the cyanuria means when the urine color comes in a bluish in color, so they say it as cyanuria. And violet means iodine, iodose. Some development or functioning of thyroid gland, when iodine content is more in the thyroid gland, they compare that violet color to iodine. Purple means porphyros, porphyria, excretion of porphyrin color in the purple color in the urine. Ashy means ignorance, means gray matter. We have a gray matter in the spinal cord, so ashy is compared. Some of the colors are white, black, red, yellow, and green. White means luke, like albinism, white patches which is seen in the skin. Some of the pigment color will be absent, so that is called white. Black means melan, dark pigmentation. If the melanoma means, melan means dark, oma means tumor, so it will affect mostly for the dark people. Red means erythro, means red. Red means erythro, we already know. Yellow is flavism. Flavism is a disease. And green is sclerosis. We will see some of the suffix terms over here. Suffix means seal, cystocele, gastrocele, hydrocele. Cele means hernia or protrusion. Protrusion in the sense which is abnormal growth or protrusion is called cele. So cystocele means, cyst means bladder and cele means hernia, herniation of bladder. Gastrocele means, gastro means stomach, cele means hernia, herniation of stomach. Water, we cannot write like the fluid accumulation in the testes or hernia of the stomach. Instead of writing all these definition, it is easy to write cystocele, gastrocele, hydrocele, myelocele, everything. Myelo means marrow, cele means hernia. The next suffix we are going to see is emia. Emia means blood. Hyperglycemia means hyper means excessive, glyco means sweat, emia means blood. So abnormal high blood sugar. Polycythemia is, poly means many, cytos means cell, emia is that. So abnormal increase of RBC and hemoglobin in the blood sugar level. The next is ectasis. Ectasis means expansion. Angioectasis means abnormal dilatation. Abnormally the blood vessels get expanded or dilated. So abnormally dilated blood vessels is termed as angioectasis. Bronchiectasis. Bronchus is a respiratory organ. So abnormal dilatation, if the bronchus get abnormally dilated, so that condition is termed as bronchiectasis.